I'm so sick of one of the morning managers at my job. She schedules me for evenings almost every day except weekends. When I said before I got hired I wanted to work mostly mornings. She also only gives me around 25 hours a week after I signed on to be full-time. She also just doesn't like me ATL for some reason and makes it abundantly clear. The other week I was a greeter, and the door was right next to the customer service desk. She sent the employee at the customer service desk to work in a different area and took her place but didn't help anyone. All she did was stand against the wall staring at me and making sure I was asking members to see their membership cards. She even had a cafe drink she went and refilled a few times. When someone came for help at the customer service desk, she walked off without saying anything and got someone else and then just went right back to monitoring. Me like a hawk. She even came up to me and told me I need to sweep in the area where the carts are while checking for cards at the front. But the maintenance guy literally came and swept less than 5 minutes prior and I can't check for cards while sweeping in a completely different area. Also, she almost always makes me be a greeter when she's on shift even though I'm a cashier no matter how backed up we get. Every other manager lets me be a cashier and I help clear out rushes all the time. Then yesterday I came in for a morning shift. She was the only manager on duty because of how short-staffed we are and I couldn't find her anywhere, not that I even wanted to. There was only one other cashier as his line was backed up with about 6 to 8 customers. Since I wasn't told what to do and people in his line were complaining, I hopped on a nearby register and helped out some of the waiting customers. After they leave the store, she finally emerges from wherever she was with a cafe drink in hand and in the middle of me checking out someone with a cart. Full of items, tells me I shouldn't be on the register and I need to switch with whoever is at the door. I do that. And then she never gives me a break during my over 7 hour shift until the afternoon manager comes in and asks me if I've had my last break, and I told her I hadn't even had my first. She goes to find my replacement and I finally get my break half an hour before I'm supposed to leave. I went back to my spot for the last 15 minutes of my shift and the replacement wasn't there. Then, nobody came to relieve me when my shift was up, and I needed some household items, so I needed to shop before I headed home. I wait for someone to come relieve me and nobody ever does, and nobody's even at the customer service area to call for someone. I ended up just walking off and my manager asks me why the hell I'm not at the door, and to go back and I tell her I was supposed to leave over half an hour ago, but no one came to relieve me. She gets mad at me and calls another manager to complain about me to my face pretty much, and once she finally walks off I go to the break room and clock. My phone app doesn't work since I got a new phone. I check my schedule on the computer in the break room to make sure my hours for tomorrow and see I have 4 points to getting fired. Normally each point is a missed day and half a point is arriving late or leaving a shift early. I only missed one day that I called in sick for, and came in late because my schedule was changed 1 AM the night prior and I never got a notification. So how was there 4 points when I only missed 1.5 days? I think she may have something to do with it, but eek, my other manager said it was weird. Also, most of the days I see her, she refuses to talk to me. She just points where I need to be or tells someone else to tell me what to do. She even took me off the register once even though I was one of the only cashiers during rush hour because she saw an older man give me a $10 tip, and got mad at it. I literally don't know why she doesn't like me, especially considering she's the one that interviewed me and hired me months ago. She's generally a meanish person, yay. But everyone else says she's nice to them for the most part and asks about their day and everything when they come in and check in on them during their shifts and make sure they get the breaks and lunches they need, and are relieved at the proper times. I have no clue why she's only mean to me, and I dread going to work when I know she's going to be there. She gave the excuse of me being at the door because I'm still a minor, but I walk past the registers to go on break, and she has AL'd eat 3 of the other minors. On the registers that started working there after me but weren't in training anymore. Eek, I'm probably overreacting, but I just feel like she's overly mad at me for no apparent reason.